Charles Soule and Steve Cummings target the Empire as Crimson Dawn sends two of its most deadliest assassins on important missions to further destabilize Palpatine's hold on the entire galaxy. Charles Soule continues his fantastic revival of the Crimson Dawn with an issue that focuses on Ochi of Bestoon and Deathstick, two of the galaxy's greatest assassins. Soule decides to use this issue to explore what motivates both these characters and showcase how completely different each are to each other, but also how very similar they are. Qi'Ra is also used to great effect here, revealing how she is manipulating the killers with truths and promises, not unlike how Palpatine manipulates the people under him, so I very much enjoy the parallel being showcased there. In Deathstick's case, we also learn a little bit more about her origin and how she was a survivor of the attack on Dathomir as seen in the Clone Wars cartoon, and the reason why she wants to kill and make others feel how she feels. It's a thoroughly interesting look into a being who began life as a mobile video game character. Having been reading the Bounty Hunter series as well, I feel extra rewarded here, being that Qi'Ra ends up playing an important role this issue and seemingly a big role in Qi'Ra's ongoing plans, which I'm very much looking forward to seeing continue to unfold throughout this series. Steve Cummings does a great job conveying the emotion these characters have, which is a hard task to do given that one has their face completely covered constantly while the other has no eyes. But his work in the action and character movement does a great job showing the emotions and doing a lot of the heavy lifting that these faces and eyes and mouths and stuff that we don't see would usually do. Crimson Reign issue 2 was a fantastic issue that focused on two characters in need of some development, fleshing out their motives and how they fit into Crimson Dawn's plans for the galaxy. I'm going to give this issue a 9 out of 10. Crimson Reign issue 2 finds the archivist telling someone in the future that Qi'Ra used all the tools at her disposal to wage war against the Sith, utilizing mostly deception, lying to everyone and even herself, but sometimes she needed to tell the truth of death, and to communicate that she needed assassins. In the present, Deathstick is met by Ochi, who tells her that Qi'Ra can see her now, wondering who the woman's going to send to kill the assassin should it come to that. Deathstick doesn't like his humorous nature, warning Ochi that she will kill him for being competition. Ochi isn't scared and hasn't been since he saw the light, as Deathstick heads in to see Qi'Ra, who wants to get right to business. Margot explains that the syndicates have gone to war, and while this war is like a scream, Crimson Dawn is a whisper, and this is an opportunity for them. Deathstick is giving a data card full of info on her target, Qi'Ra, the heir to both the Mourner's Whale and the Unbroken clan, who has taken up refuge in a small rebel base. Qi'Ra says that she would like her killed, but Deathstick hesitates for a moment before telling the woman that if she gets her money, she'll do whatever it takes. After Deathstick leaves, Trinia says that she doesn't like the assassins despite knowing that they need them. Qi'Ra knows that everyone kills under the right circumstances, and it's all about how you dress it up, and in her experience, there are three basic reasons why people kill: faith, hope, and joy. Margot asks what she means, so Qi'Ra explains that the Jedi kill in the service of a greater power and for faith. Bounty hunters like Boba Fett do it because they believe their life will somehow be improved by the death of another, with the hope that it will bring things and improve things for them, while others like Darth Vader do it for simple joy. She knows Ochi and Deathstick are unique and they have their own particular ways, and knowing their motivations allows her to properly motivate them for what she wants. Knowing Ochi kills because he's afraid, and everything he kills is something that can no longer kill him. Ochi meanwhile heads through hyperspace, excited that Qi'Ra was able to buy him an expensive ASN 909 assassin droid. He knows that he should have asked for a new ship as well, knowing they'll need to make a quick getaway on this job. Qi'Ra knows that Ochi working for Palpatine made sense, since if you're afraid of monsters, you make yourself useful to the biggest monster of them all, and maybe, just maybe, they'll keep you safe. Ochi goes over the assassin droid's specs, knowing that he doesn't have time to run any tests, and there is no margin for error on this, but the droid reassures him that he was thoroughly vetted during the production process, and he will perform to spec. Ochi hopes so, since he's never gone for a target of this level before. Qi'Ra is aware Ochi knows it's a matter of time before the big monster turns on him, so when she gave him the mission to pass on some of that fear to that monster, he jumped at the chance. Ochi arrives on Coruscant knowing this mission will take everything he's got, and he's a little nervous about it. Trinia asks about Deathstick, wondering what motivates her, so Qi'Ra reveals that Deathstick's entire lineage was wiped out by General Grievous during the Clone Wars, with only her and her mother being some of the very few that escaped, and since then she's carried the weight of that knowledge, that she was part of something larger and it was snatched away from her. Qi'Ra says that Deathstick kills because she feels utterly alone, and on some level she wants to offer that feeling to people as well, and is sharing her pain means it's lessened. She knows that she got Deathstick's loyalty with a story and a promise, a story which was full of truth, since Palpatine was behind the death of her people since he gave the order, and the promise that if she helped Qi'Ra and Crimson Dawn, Deathstick would be allowed to watch the Emperor fall. As Deathstick looks over the information on Cadlia, ready to kill the child, Ochi visits a man to buy some poisons, wanting something theatrical. Zlab offers him some eyeball exploding poison, but Ochi knows it needs to be very precise in the timing as well, right down to the second. Zlab offers him Xeroxin 12, a toxin that the user can dial into the exact timing with a catalyst. He offers up some other options as well, and Ochi decides to buy them all, putting it on the tab of Crimson Dawn. Deathstick meanwhile learns that the small rebel base she was meant to infiltrate on Panacea is actually not that small, with many capital ships docked at the now sprawling base. Scanning the base with her electro binoculars, she soon spots Cadlia, getting on her comlink and calling to the Imperial Anti-Terrorism Watch line, reporting the base's location before taking up her position and waiting. On Coruscant, Ochi loads the assassin droid up with the toxins, telling it that the people they are going for are precise, knowing exactly when and where they will be. He mixes up the toxins right and tells the droid to get in there while they are having breakfast, telling it not to be seen. The droid activates its cloaking technology, heading into the Imperial barracks where Ochi watches through his helmet, spotting the men that they are targeting. He notices that one of the 10 men is missing, learning from the people there that the Major is skipping breakfast since he wants to start work early. Back on Panacea, the Empire arrive, causing the rebellion to rush to their stations. Condra tells Cadlia to find a place and hide, but the girl wants to help out and fight, but Condra demands she go and hide, so the girl does as she is told, hiding in the basement of their home, but Deathstick catches her off guard, restraining the girl. Ochi meanwhile tracks the missing soldier, finding he is heading to his shuttle. Loading the toxin into a rifle shell, he fires it, grazing the man's neck and infecting his bloodstream. The droid soon returns, having succeeded in its mission and poisoning the other 9 soldiers, as they all head to their lockers and suit up as the Imperial Royal Guard. The men take their positions in the throne room as Palpatine and Mas Amida arrive. Mas tells Palpatine that the Syndicate War has no end in sight, and there are still rumours circulating that the clans are all vying for Palpatine's favour. Palpatine knows that the fleet can handle this and quell their exuberance, wanting Admiral Piet and General Veers alerted. Suddenly all his guards fall down dead, as on the Vermilion, Deathstick returns with a captured Cadlia, taking her before Qi'Ra, who frees the girl from her bindings, telling Deathstick that her fate belongs to her now. Cadlia awakens, introduced to Qi'Ra, who thinks that they are going to be good friends.